What is going on, everybody? KJ Wiggums back with another episode on Bucks County. How is everybody doing? I am doing great. So, as you guys know, I believe I said in the last couple videos that I am probably about 2 weeks ahead of schedule when it comes to recording. And in the last video, we did that little bit of an update on what we were looking at and thinking of doing for the farm. And we talked about where we wanted to put that silage pit. Now, I'm still waiting on some answers because, like I said, this video was recorded pretty much right after that. So I'm pretty excited to see about that, where you guys think we should expand some. But with that being said, I think what I'm going to end up doing is this is going to be one of my last videos that are pre-recorded this far in advance. That way I can start getting some feedback for the other videos before we start moving on, because I am getting to that point to where we're getting ready to start getting into some real work. And when it comes to like that update video, putting in a silage pit, I'd rather get that in before we do the planting here, just because I think overall it's going to make more sense to get that pit in beforehand. That way when we do come to cut field 38, we are not leaving anything to turn to hay. I really would like that first cut of grass to just go straight into the silage pit. So that is kind of my goal there. We did end up fermenting the entire compost bin. So that is not an option of being able to store it in there. I'd have to go through and take all of that out and then start filling that back up. So I would like to take care of that first. I think for me overall, I am really leaning towards putting that silage pit and stuff back here behind our shed there in this area. We have the road there that goes up to the fuel tank that we could bring back here. And I think this would be a nice little area to overall just continue to be able to expand the farm. We do got this nice little fenced off area here, which will bring everything in pretty nicely. But like I said, I am open to suggestions. I really do want to make this more of a community farm as we continue to grow. So, you know, even on here, you can go ahead and leave your comments if you didn't catch the update video and let me know what you guys are thinking. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump ahead just a little bit. I'm going to continue working on this field. I'm hoping that we're able to get this field and the other one completely cultivated in today and be ready for the planting of potatoes and oats in you know, day 8 and day 9 of late spring. And then we will be on to summertime, and things will slow down for just a little bit, I think, at the beginning of summer. While we start getting everything planted, we'll have to start getting the fertilizations and stuff like that done, start getting the compost on the field and things like that. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. Alright, we are coming up to our last strip of this field, and as you can see, we're rolling up on about 10 o'clock. I do think it's going to take the better part of the rest of the day to get field 41 down there done. And I'm not quite sure if we're going to have any time today to be able to get the potatoes or the oats in. I think that we're gonna put the potatoes in first, and then go around the headlands and put the oats in afterwards. I think that's gonna make the most sense, so we're not riding over top of any of our already planted oats and possibly risking getting them destroyed or not germinating or something like that. So now we got to head down here. We got to take care of this other field. And I think I want to run to the shop. There's a little piece of equipment that I want to buy something that's going to help out on the farm that I had just found recently. I don't know how long it's been out. It may have been out for a while, but I have just found it, and I really wanted to get it on the farm. I think it's going to be a great addition. Don't tell me you came all the way up on me, and I'm not going to be able to get past you. You are lucky. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a great addition to the farm. I'm a little excited about it. It's not a huge piece of equipment. It's not going to cost us all that much money either, but it is going to be something else to be able to make this a little bit more immersive for us. So I think for this field down here, what I'm going to do is I think we're going to kick it off into a good old fashioned montage. All right, well, that is that done and dusted. We are coming up to about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I really don't think there's a whole lot of time to really spend planting. I do want to go ahead and get this parked up, and we can at least get the planter out and start getting that ready to go for the morning. And we still have to run down to the shop and get another piece of equipment yet in this episode before the end also. So it is still a little busy. I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage. I do enjoy making the montages. I'm not a huge fan of doing the time lapses, uh, but I really do like making montages. I think they're just a little bit more creative. So we're gonna go ahead, put this cultivator back where we had it, just sitting on the side of the hay barn here. There we go, that should be good there. Let's get out and disconnect that. Perfect. Alright, let's close that back up and let's head to the shop first and make a little bit or spend a little bit of money. Okay, so back down here at the shop, it is now 2 o'clock. Let's go ahead and jump into the store here under equipment, and we are looking for weeders. Under the weeders, we have the John Deere 400 rotary hoe, and it is only $2,500. However, we buy it factory used, drops it down to $1,700. What do we got for warning triangles? Yep, definitely think we need that. Safety guard. Yeah, why not? What's the colors? Gray. Oh yeah, I like that. We'll use the silver on there. So let's buy that for 1,900. And then we will be able to get our our grass field weeded. Let's back up and hook up to this. And that way, if we have any weeds that come up this year for the potatoes and the oats, we'll also be able to take care of them as well. Perfect. We'll jump out here. Let's lift it up. Does it fold? Let's shut our door. Doesn't look like it doesn't fold or do anything like that. So we're a little wide. We'll be a little wide going down the road, but that'll be alright. So let's get back to the farm. Let us start to get the potato planter filled up and get that ready to go for tomorrow. Alrighty, everybody. So we are back down here. Put the 4840 over there and the weeder over there. Got the 4020 out, hooked up to the Grimmy 32. Backed it up over here, and we are going to start grabbing some sacks of potatoes and seeing if we're able to load these into the planter. I'm hoping we can, otherwise we're going to have to start filling crates, but I'm pretty sure you can do this. Yes, perfect. And that actually, one bag should fill that whole thing if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So one bag will fill this entire thing. Now I think what we'll do is we have this pallet back here with 500 liters in it. I can start taking these sacks of potatoes and we can fill that up because I'm pretty sure we'll get through those 500 liters pretty quickly. And we can at least bring 1,000 liters out. Start bringing down these sacks of potatoes some because they're creating a little bit of lag here on the map. So let's get that turned off. That's lowered down. We're gonna have to disconnect because we're not gonna be using the 4020. It just does not have enough power to pull the 32. We'll have to switch that off with the 4840. We could probably hook the weeder up to the 4020, get that going on the grass field tomorrow, get the potatoes in the ground tomorrow. Looks like they're calling for a little bit of rain. Let's go ahead and look at the forecast. They're calling for rain today around 3 and 6, so it's going to be raining most of the evening. It's going to dry out pretty nice, and then all day tomorrow is supposed to be sunshine, so high of 75 tomorrow as well. So that's good. So that'll be pretty decent weather to start getting the potatoes in the ground. Yeah, so I guess now all we got to do is wait for tomorrow, and we will go from there. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I do appreciate it as always, and I do truly hope to see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and as always, happy farming.